I can't smoke.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
Okay, so that.
Yeah. Hey, what they do, man? So we're here today with Uno Q. So I bought your name. I wanted to know how you say your name. Uno Quno.
Uno Quno, yeah. It
Yeah.
rhyme. Uno Quno.
Uno Quno.
Uno Quno,
Where
yeah.
where did you get your name from?
Well, my name start with a Q, so I always been Q. So I just, Quno, always been Quno. But one day, I just added Uno to it, man. Uno to it. It's really got a long history, man. For real. It's just like a wild card, like the Uno game. The wild card, pick a
Mm,
color. That's how it is. You don't know you're getting red, blue, green. That's how I am.
you got different shades of you. You got different flavors.
Different shades, different sounds, different voices. You hear it in my music as well.
Yeah.
That's how I try to be as an artist. I try to be different. I try to be versatile. I don't want you to just label me as one place. That's why I don't like to call myself a rapper, singer. I just want to be an artist.
That's one thing I see. I see that you in different lanes. Like you be singing, you be rapping, you got different sounds. So how did you why inspire you to do different sounds and just have different things?
I just grew up listening to different music. Yeah, I grew up, Al Green,
Mm,
the Temptations. My pops really loved Luther Vandross, so I really, what I'm saying, I grew up off that. My first time listening to music on my own, yeah, I was listening to like Usher, Chris Brown. I wasn't really listening to no rapper, yet. I probably got into rap eighth grade, and I really like Kanye. That's
mm.
my inspiration. I'm from Chicago, so that's my inspiration. Like Kanye, I like how he put his voice out. So, and that's how I look at music. That's how I look at music. I just look at it for a way to push my voice out. So I do it, sing, dance. My voice is the instrument.
And you in Atlanta now, right? Or are you still in
Yes,
Chicago?
I'm. Yeah. I'm currently on East Atlanta. East
Okay.
Atlanta.
And
East
how
Atlanta.
so how long you been in Atlanta? Is it something that just happened recently, or you been there for a
This
while?
month just made a year.
This month just made a year, and you
Yeah,
and
this
so
month.
how so the my question would be like how has Chicago and Atlanta like a smash of those two cities impact your sound? You talked about Kanye, so how has those two cities like play a part to your sound?
I feel like I feel like I feel like Atlanta and Chicago cousins. Man, we get along, man. We
Mm,
get along. I came out here, I got love. You kind of when a lot of people Chicago on a high pedestal, you know what I'm saying? High pedestal. So a lot of people, they hear you from Chicago, they kind of trying to see what you're on, they checking your temperature. Atlanta kind of when I came out here, they was like, oh, you from Chicago? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then they come with a different sound. That's why I like moving out here. They come with a different sound. Chicago, a lot of people still moving with the drill wave. Out
mm-hmm.
here, man, they do anything. They a lot more melodies and stuff like that. So I rock with the A for sure.
That's one thing I do see about Atlanta. I had an encounter with Tusi producer and Chamberlain, and I can see like they vibe was different, which is why I asked that question because I feel like Atlanta people are just more melodic, more singing, and they just want to
Yeah,
make like pop
yeah.
sounds and stuff like that.
For sure. They like, yeah, yeah, yeah. They like hangout music, like party music. And I like that,
That's
you know,
that's that's the word party music. They make a lot of party music
for
and
sure.
stuff like yeah, that's true. So okay, so now that you talked about how that Chicago and also Atlanta I affected your sound, can you talk to us about like your background and stuff like that and how you got started into music?
Uh, I would say, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from the South Side. I also live in the South suburbs. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm suburban too. I'm on both sides.
Gotcha.
I would say how I started in music, man. I was naturally, I just had a natural gift. I could naturally, dance. I was musically inclined. I didn't want to do nothing with music. Everybody got hoop dreams.
Mm-hmm.
When you from, down under, you trying to make it out with a basketball or with the rhymes. And I was just grateful enough to be blessed to have both. You know what I'm saying? I could still ball. You know, I don't have the hoop dreams no more, but I can still ball. But you know what I'm saying? I was blessed enough to be able to go and run the music and be
Mm-hmm.
just as talented.
Yeah, I got you. And what was like the first album you heard and you was like, man, like I gotta start making music. Like what was like the first album or song you heard and you like, man, this is it. I gotta get into this.
The first album, I'm gonna give you two answers. I say the first album I heard was College Dropout with
Mm,
Kanye West. I'll
okay.
never forget. I'll never forget my older sister playing it when my mama in the car and Kanye was cussing so much and my mama was not rocking with it. You know, why you got to do all that cussing? You know, but I'd say what kind of made me like, dang, I want to do this was when Lil Wayne dropped No Ceilings. I think that was like
Mm,
'09, '08. You
okay.
know what I'm saying? When he dropped No Ceilings, and you see, that's what kind of got me with my making the versatility with the music too, because I seen him do it. I seen like that was some of the most creative things I could have seen. Like you hopped on any beat, you know what I'm saying? That's cold. It really showed your talent. It really showed his talent at that moment. And I wanna create an image, you know, somewhere like that.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. That's good. That's actually two great, two legends. I actually really like too. And what was like the how would you? No, no, no. That's not the question. What was like the first song you ever wrote? You how and what was that song like?
First song I ever wrote,
What
man.
inspired that song too? And what inspired that song?
Oh man. RP Chicago legend Juice World. I would say like kind of how he came out, I came out, I'm a little older than him, so I was a little more nervous coming out like how he came out like kind of because you know he came out on this like wave where it was kind of like I'm heartbroken, but it's like forget that, I'm gonna make a song about it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That's how I kind of came out. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation with a female, and it pushed me to music. You know, it made me give up basketball, and it made me push to the music. I found a way to cope with my feelings. You know, as a man, it's hard to cope with your feelings in this world. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We don't get, you know,
very.
black, you know, men feelings matter. Black
Yeah,
men feelings matter. All men feelings matter, man. Mental health matters on everybody, and especially on men as well. So, yeah, music was just that outlet when I started. And my first song, man, that was probably like I was so heartbroken in that song, man. I've come a long way. I've come a long way. I've come a
that's
long
good.
way,
That's
and
good.
yeah, I've come a long way. Mudline.
That's good, man. That's good. And the moment what was the moment where you thought like, okay, all right, man, this is gonna be my lane. How would you describe this moment? Like when you feel like, okay, I'm taking this music thing. This is where I'm gonna make my lane in. This is where I'm gonna make my career.
um, man, I would say that just that I would say maybe that kind of recently happened.
Mm,
Uh, I kind of say for a while I knew who I was as an artist, but maybe I didn't know my path I was heading. I was kind of battling the fight against making a bunch of versatile music and then not making a bunch of versatile music. You know,
gotcha.
that is the fight as an artist. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know, do they want to hear this? Do they want to hear that? And you got to come to a point where you got to say, no, this is what you got to, this is what you like. You know what I'm saying? I would say I recently came to that point. Um, I've started to engineer my own, you know, my own music, mix and master my own stuff. Still work with
Amazing.
other engineers as well, but I've learned to take that time, and you know that creates that comfortability um, on the mic. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That creates that comfortability. It creates that. I'm now in that bubble. You know what I'm saying? I can record in front of a crowd of 500. They could be
Mm-hmm.
talking in the back. That doesn't bother me anymore. So yeah, I would just say just recently that has happened, and I'd say what gave me that push is just you know listening to myself, you know, knowing I've been doing this for a while. You know, a lot of people they kind of started 5 years ago, 3 years ago. You know, I've been in it for 12 years, almost 12, so 11 years. You know, I started when I was 17, talent shows and just, I took vocal lessons, you know.
Oh,
Um, so yeah, I just did a lot. So just knowing when work, hard work builds confidence, So I put in the work in, I've got the confidence. I know I got what people like.
I got you. I got you. What's one thing about you that your fans might be surprised to like learn about you?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm crazy. I think they'd be surprised to find out a lot. I think I think hearing my music, you might think I'm kind of like an exciting person. I think I'm more chill in person than you would expect in my music. I make a lot of sounds, I make a lot of noise, I get high pitched, I get low, and you're kind of like, who is this character? And then you meet me, I'm just like this plain regular guy. So I think that's what people would find. Like, yeah, it would shock people.
I got you. I got you. And how do you handle criticism and and feedback about your music?
I handle criticism well. You take criticism with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You listen to it, you hear it out. You make changes if you feel as though changes need to be made, and
Yeah.
you go on from there. I kind of make music for the love more than the money and the material things. I make music for the love. I make music from the heart, and people will hear that. So how I take criticism, I take it. I listen to it. I'm open ears, but if Uno Quino don't like it, then yeah, he don't like
That's good. I
it.
like that. That shows that you are who you are. Because the thing is, for example, for me, I listen to people, but I if there is a decision to be made, my decision gonna be the last one. Like
Right,
so
right, right.
I kind of understand that. So that makes sense. So what's like your typical like songwriting process? Like, and how do you go about doing that? Or do you just freestyle your music?
I just like my process, like just kind of like how I create my music with the versatility. It's kind of real versatile with the process as well because yeah, it kind of goes off on how I'm feeling. Some days I might be like, yeah, I want to make a melody song. Some days I might want to rap. Some days I might want to, you know, tell the truth and talk about the world. So it varies.
Mm-hmm.
I say mainly, commonly though, I usually like to, since I started recording myself, I always been a writer. I can
Mm-hmm.
freestyle too. I'm ready to show the world that I can freestyle too. I got bars, man.
Okay.
I got Zans.
Okay.
Then that's a by itself. But um, yeah, I just come versatile, and I usually write since I started recording myself. I usually write as I'm listening to the song, as I'm recording. I might get stuck in a zone and write 16 lines and then get stopped and get a fucking brain fart
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just record it, like, lay it down, let me hear it, see how it sounds. If I'm feeling it, I'll find something else to say. I'm real quick with the process. I'd like to say, like, music isn't on me, it's in me. You know what I'm saying? It's in me. Like, my life is a song. You
Got
know what I'm saying? So that's just how I live. That's just the code I stand by.
you. And how do you find inspiration to write those music? Where does that inspiration come from?
Inspiration, man, the inspiration comes from a lot. I've been through a lot, I've been through a lot. So music gave me a way to touch in with emotions and feelings that I wouldn't touch in with a person. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm real to myself. So I always tell people, if you want to know me, you got to listen to my songs, because that's when I'm being 100% myself. That's what, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say everything is the truest thing, but it's how I felt at that moment. It was my
Mm-hmm.
truth, and I get my and that's what I get my inspiration from, my truth.
And do you have like a specific routine, or do you have a way that like certain things that you have to do when you about to record a song? Or man, I have to have some weed there, or I have to get me some liquor. What's like your routine like?
Oh yeah, of course. I definitely, I don't really sell this. This is about the only liquor I get, y'all. Right here, the hard Mike's lemonade. Hard Mike. That's all. I'm not really a big drinker. This right here get me a little where I need to be. Of course, roll a couple of them things up. But
Facts.
but other than that, yeah, no, I'm in a regular process, man. Like I said, it's not on me. It's not on me. It's in me. So I live music. You know what I'm saying? It just come to me. I write. I jot down things all day.
Okay.
And that's what I want to come into the game showing. I want to show that I'm a real artist. I'm not saying I'm not disrespecting any other artist. If you make music, I respect it because I know the hard work it comes with. But I'm a real artist, and I want to show that. I want to show that it's not just I'm not material. I want those things, but I have a story to tell, and I want to show my talents off that way. And I think because of that, people are gonna like me.
Got you. Do you have any like projects, EPs, and albums out?
I have I had just dropped the EP called Ho Nook. It's really pronounced No Hook, but I spelled it backwards because I hit him with all jabs. So I knocked his brain loose. He spelled it Ho Nook, but it's No Hook.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just dropped the EP that was on SoundCloud. I have tons of songs on Apple Music. You can find me at Mudline Quno. You can also find me at Uno Quno. If you follow me on Uno Quno on Instagram, you'll get all my links to all my music.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, when I moved to Georgia. I dropped a versatile tape on YouTube, a bunch of
Okay.
songs, all remixes called "Rich Enough to Pay Homage."
Mm.
Um, I'm dropping a second one in July, and that's gonna. I want everybody to know that it's coming in July. That one's gonna be high. If you didn't listen to the first one, go listen to the first one. The second one's gonna be 10 times hotter though.
Wow.
10 times hotter. Bunch of remixes, different sounds, going from Juice World to Jay-Z to Tory Lanez to
Mm.
just a whole bunch of different sounds. So yeah, Rich Enough to Pay Homage 2 is on the way. Want everybody to stay tuned for that.
I got burned. It seems like your versatility is a very big part of your song. Is that something like that you want to be known of, which is your versatility?
It is something I want to be known of. It really started as like I just my voice. I see I see videos now, so people are kind of getting hip to this. But it's like a video of Carl Anthony Towns. They show how his voice sounds like he talks two different voices at different times, and
Mm.
I do the same. I do the same thing as well. I might have three or four. Um, and when I first started making music, it really showed off as well, and I did not like it, and I grew to love it because that's obviously myself. So yeah, now I kind of live by it. I just wear my own skin. I stand by that. Yeah, I'm versatile. I want to live by that. I want artists to want to come make songs with me. I want them to not be afraid or feel like they gotta choose a certain beat. You know what I'm saying? To come with me. I want them to come to me like, nah, Uno's gonna hop on this. This is gonna be hot.
You definitely hop on one of my beats with with
Finesse.
with finesse God. So and I bro,
So
I really enjoy that song, and you guys
make them
killed that
dance.
song. You guys killed that song. To this day, I listen to that
Appreciate
song
it.
all the time.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Man,
Appreciate it.
man. So how did that come about?
Finesse is my boy. I really know him through a friend.
Okay.
He moved to Atlanta, I guess around the same time I did. So we kind of linked in together, and we kind of locked in like that. Yeah, he showed me your beat, and I was just like, you know, I'm kind of like I can hop on anything. So yeah, let's go. And yeah, he came over here right here, and yeah, we made it happen, man. We made the dream work.
Man, That's a great song right there. It give me that Atlanta sound with Chicago style to it, because it was like
For sure.
both. Hey, we can make it dance with like a hook, but also like the rapping was just like yo coming up with different bars here and there, bro. Like
For
that.
sure. For
That was
sure.
fire.
I
That was
appreciate that.
that
I
was fire.
appreciate that,
That
man.
was fire. So what's a recent breakthrough you had with your music? What's something you found out you didn't know that you could do before, or that you found out now? Are you like, damn, like, oh shoot, that's a new level that I just unlocked?
Um, well, I would kind of say more like the singing style. I would say that. I would say, and you'll hear if you listen to Rich Enough to Pay Homage too. Um, I have a lot more like singing song. I felt more comfortable in my shoes. Also mixing it as well, mixing vocals. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, I would just say, yeah, I reach new levels with my voice, man. I reach new levels, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use my voice as an instrument. I'm trying to take it as far as I can as well.
Got you. And mixing and mastering your own music. When did that come into the play?
I would say just a few years ago, probably maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna mix myself. Just paying for studio sessions, that gets a lot, man.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah, just doing something you love, doing something you're passionate about. Anything. If you want to be a sports player, if you want to be an artist, it all costs. You want to go to school,
Yeah.
be a doctor, it all costs. So, just trying to take the load off myself. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to take the load off myself, get comfortable, with my voice. I want to record anytime. I always wanted to be in that mode. Like I said, the music's not on me, it's in me. So I wanted to be recording at any moment.
Whenever the inspiration and the vibe come in, just happen in there.
For sure.
And how
Anytime.
I'm a music producer myself, like, but so how good that you feel like you guys gotten into it, like since you guys started? It's just a random question.
I would say no. I would say I've grown. I would say I seriously have grown. I wouldn't dare challenge an engineer.
Hmm.
I wouldn't dare, but I'd say I've grown. I like to say I've been doing it for 3 years. I'd like to say I've got generation one songs, generation two songs, and generation three songs, and you can definitely hear the growth.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Just leveling out sounds and learning about that. So yeah, I would say I grew a lot. I grew a ton.
Okay, okay. So question for you, my man. How do you overcome beat blocks, or do you even have beat blocks? I mean, creative blocks or like writing blocks. How do you overcome those?
I usually try to fight through them. I'm that type of person anyway. I try to fight through things I'm going through. Um, yeah, I try to fight through them. Give it a second. I might rap. I might say the lines over and over and over again. Sometimes I have to tell my brain to cut off. Sometimes I have to say, okay, stop thinking about anything and just start over.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes my songs get created by, I might write 8 lines separately to two different, three different things, and then add it all up. So yeah, I would just say, yeah, I would say when I get in a writer's block, I just fight through it. I just fight through it.
Just keep trying to coming up with different vibes. You just make sure that
Just, yeah,
you keep going at it until you find the
yeah,
right things.
yeah,
I got
yeah. Because I just feel like you stop. It's so and I've also waited as well. I've also waited. Sometimes I've got songs I might have started 3 years ago, and I'm just now touching on to them now. I'm just
wow.
touching base back with them now. So it varies. It varies, but I say more commonly, I'm trying to fight through. While I'm recording, yeah, oh yeah, I'm trying to fight through.
Wow, I got you. And how do you balance like staying true to yourself, to your sound, and also experimenting new sounds? Because I see that you are very versatile. So how do you balance that?
That's a seriously good question. I honestly don't even know. I don't even know because I hear that a lot of people, they say when they hear my remixes, they're like, man, I can't make a remix. You know what I'm saying? It turns up just sounding exactly like the song. And I would say I would say maybe when I started, I used to write to instrumentals, and sometimes instrumentals aren't out. Sometimes, you know, if the song just came out, or maybe it's not that big of, maybe I'm the only person in the world that likes it, you know. So and sometimes the instrumental just isn't out, and I back then had to force myself to just kind of write as the song went on, and soon I would say this is a good answer. This is to answer your question. I would say through me making remixes, um, you know, I would try to sound like people. You know, I might come in this, I might make the remix and I'm like, yeah, you know, even if I make a song and you know, you hear certain songs, you're like, nah, this vibe is this is a J. Cole vibe, you know, automatically when you hear it. And I would try to, you know, go off of that vibe. And eventually it turned to me noticing that you're your own person. So even if like I try to sound like you, it's not gonna sound like you. It's going to sound like my rendition of you,
Yeah,
which is me still, me as well. So that's kind of how I just stayed true to that. I know I listened to it. I'm like, I've asked people like, you know, does this sound like Future when I said it? Like I was looking for a Future sound when I was going for this, and they'll be like, no.
that
You know
don't
what I'm
sound
saying?
nothing like Future.
That don't sound nothing like Future. I'm like, okay. And you know, eventually I noticed like, okay, well, then that's me. You know, that's my sound. I was going for Future, but people heard something else, and that's how I stuck with it.
Got you. Got you. So is there any style that you planning on exploring next? It's like a sound you think like, okay, I want to try this, even though I know it's gonna sound like Uno Quno, but I want to try to be in that type of category.
That's a good question. Damn, I just said someone recently like, man, I gotta listen to them so I could, because that is what I do. I will listen to you. Sometimes I would like drown out my headphones with whoever I'm trying to create that sound. It's a rapper from the west side of Chicago. Everybody kind of like, where's he at? Where's he at? He is cold. His name is Love Fo. Shout out Love Fo.
Hey, shout out to him.
He Shout out Love Fo, man. If y'all ain't hooked on Love Fo, get on Love Fo. He has a crazy style. He has a crazy like form of rapping. Young Pappy. I don't know if y'all remember Young Pappy. R.P. Young Pappy, rest in peace. Chicago legend. Another guy that just had a insane way to put flows and rhymes together. Chief Keef. He's someone I study often. Seriously, I study him often because I think that Keith is a musical genius and one of the most influential people of our time.
For sure. Did you hear his last mistake?
I have not heard the mixtape. I have not heard the mixtape. I'm really no. Go ahead.
Amadi Sosa, Amadi So too, something like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. The beats on there.
Yeah, I heard it's hot.
The way he rap is amazing. He is a lyrical genius, like you said, bro. Like it's like you catch a new line here and there. You like, oh my god, did he say that?
Yeah. I study him all the time, all the time. I like how he did from when he started to now. I'm always been a Keith fan.
Yeah. If you had to collaborate with one artist, or it doesn't matter who, what genre, or famous or not, what's the one artist you're going for? You collaborating with?
I really like to say I want to collab with no one. That sounds like extremely cocky too, and I don't mean to be cocky. That's just Yeah. But I would say, if I really know, I like I like I like those people that I like these undercover artists. You know what I'm saying? I really idolize I like the career of Frank Ocean. I like the career of Childish Gambino. Like those guys that you see their name but you don't see them, and they every time they pop out though it's something extravagant. So I kind of look at those. So I would say like Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. I like Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Um, I would really make a song. I know any song with any artist would be a hit. But yeah, I really look at Donald Glover. I would love to work with Missy Elliott,
Mm. You
Pharrell.
you like a real hip hop guy. You inspired by those hip hop artists, like those
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to bring
old
hip hop
school.
back.
Yeah.
I'm
What
trying to bring hip hop back.
my man, I
You
like
know what
that.
I'm saying? On a serious note, we see the influence with that music has, and I'm from Chicago, so I truthfully have personally seen the influence that drill has on the population, and I'm not against drill. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
from the city of drill. I like the drill. You know, but nah. On a serious note, like I know that it's more than music. You hear a lot of guys and they're like, I can't make a song about anything else, and I'd be like, how? Drill is so young. You know what I'm saying? It's so young. Like you grew up to love music just like I did, heartbreak music. And I want to I want to keep the lane where I'm showing people you can do more, especially when it comes from my city. Like it don't gotta be, you don't have every line don't gotta be about killing. Show your talent because there's talented people out there.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's coming back to the music right now, because more of the artists right now, it's just like yourself. So I feel like the I can feel like the upcoming artists, they've seen the repercussion of where like just talking
Yeah,
about killing and all that stuff is
yeah, yeah,
bringing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they going into a different lane where it's more like, yo, let's show our talent. Let's talk about
for
what
sure,
we experience. So I can
for
see that
sure,
coming up. I can see that. But what
for sure.
inspired you to get to a point where you want to see that? Because not everybody, like just like you said, we live in a generation right now where almost every song is about killing and everything like that.
You know, I see a lot of death, man. I seen a lot of death. In reality, I seen a lot of death. I seen a lot of hurt. I seen a lot of pain, and I feel the pain. I always say like I hold the weight of the world. So I feel the pain of my brother. I feel the pain of my sister. So really, that's really kind of what gave me that inspiration, like seeing that pain. Because the thing, some things I may look cool, but it's really not cool. You know,
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I just want to speak that truth on that. You know, I don't want to tell nobody what to do. I'm not trying to be, the youth leader, Martin Luther King or nothing, but I'm just trying to put my voice out and put my opinion on that. And if you listen to me, that's why I'm coming. And that's what it is. That's how you're going to hear from me. I'm going to give you real music. I feel like, I get mad. I feel anger. I got emotions. I say things out of spite, you know. I get prideful. I get egotistical sometimes, just like everyone else. So I'm okay with the lines. I just want the substance of music to change. I really love music. I'm pushing music right now.
Got you.
Pushing peace, pushing peace,
Pushing
pushing
peace.
music.
I like that. I like that. So what's but now that we already in the subject, so what's your take on the current state of music?
The current set on music, man, man. We on live. I'm not trying. Nah, yeah. So let me get this straight. Look, the current take on music. I'm being as honest as I can be without hurting nobody. To me, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's not good. Yeah, it's just not good. The substance of it, like I said, is the substance of it. you know, it don't all, you know, a lot of people say it sound the same. It don't all sound the same. Everything got a different sound, but the substance all the same. And that's what I'm trying to bring. That's what I hope when y'all turn on, y'all click Uno Quno, y'all press his name. It's, you know, you hear a different type of substance. You hear a different type of sound. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? You hear real pain. You hear real feelings. You hear real hurt. You hear real love.
Oh man, I like
For
that.
sure.
And I think that's what we need right now. We need more artists to talk about real emotions, not just hide their emotion towards crashing out, towards like just
For sure.
doing things that just take them over the edge. But like when you put your emotion in the music, now you got a real way of expressing yourself and not just
Yeah.
expressing it
Yeah.
to violence and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I think, you know, some people just got to recognize they got a voice.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I recognize that early, so that's what I'm just moving off of. You know, I was told when I talk, people listen, so that's just how I'm moving. I just will do it through music.
Got you. All right, my man. Let me send you the next link, and then we get right back on.
So
Okay. All right.
let's do it. Bang.
All right. Let's go. All right, we back, my man. So yeah, we were just talking about the current state of music. You said, and just to recap, you were saying that you don't think it's in a good state just because of like the substance in it. And I think you're not the only person like thinking that. I think a lot of
So,
people right now just in looking at the music industry, they
so,
don't like it. If you've seen the recent beef with Drake and Kendrick, that was all that was about. It was about like, hey, bro, we need to
yeah,
make
for
sure
sure.
that we put substance in the music. We're not just talking about just violence or putting
For sure.
bad about our culture. We need to uplift the culture, basically.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. For
So
sure. For sure.
I can see that.
I'm
All right,
all
man.
about the positivity, for sure. All about that positivity.
That's
All about vibrating high.
that's exactly what we need right now, man. More positivity, not just music that dumb us down. And because just like we was talking about, music is extremely influential. So
For
when
sure.
we talking about certain thing in the music, the youth, the people that listen to music, or not just the youth, but like the listeners, they will do those stuff. Like so, we
Yeah.
cannot just be saying anything and doing anything. So I
For
feel that.
sure.
So
Yeah.
my next question for you, how do you feel about like the current like streaming and everything like that? Like just the rise of music streaming, like streamings and stuff.
I I actually, you know, I like it. I enjoy it, you know, knowing the history of music and where it came from, you know, back in the day people were, you know, traveling distances to go into a label, you know, a business a office, not even knowing if they were going to even get heard. And you know, today you could, create your own sound, do it, you know, do it right at home with your own setup, and then you know, put it out and yeah, get streams. I enjoy that, you know, and you don't. It shows that you don't have to necessarily go the industry route to create a lane. I appreciate that. I really love where music is at and what we have, and even the young generation, how they use it. You see them punching in. I think punching in been used since we could punch in, but the fact that now you see these guys might punch in one word. You know what I'm saying? Might punch in three words, might punch in one line at one time, and it shows like the technology and how music is pushed further.
I got you. One second.
We straight.
Yeah. And so how do you? What's your take on social media and how do you use it to promote your music?
Yeah, I kind of strictly, I strictly use social media to promote music. Um, I'm not a big social media guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, if I didn't make music, I wouldn't have any social media.
Okay.
Seriously, but I strictly use it to promote music. I actually want to get more into doing kind of my own skits and things of that nature. I want to do more vlogging. I want to talk more. I want to just put maybe videos out of me just using my voice without a beat to it.
I got you. I got you. No, I think content and those things that you're talking about, that's the new way that art has been blowing up right now.
Yeah,
Like
for sure, for
they
sure.
just on TikTok and the artist barely got one song out and then people know it. So that's definitely a
Yeah,
great route to
yeah, yeah.
going
And
into.
TikTok shows love, man. Shout out TikTok, man. TikTok show
Yeah.
love. They show you love on TikTok.
Yeah, you can have your first song if it's fire, bro. They gonna mess
Yeah,
with it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I like that. I like that. So how do you think the music industry will change in the next decade?
I feel like I feel like we're about to take a twist. You know, music. Some would say, you know, for lack of better words, it's been dumbed down. I think now you're seeing it a lot. It's a lot more talent. Like we're starting to see a lot more talent. I think we're going to go back in those ways. You know, they say, you know, life goes in cycles and it just repeats itself. So I think we're going into the way where people are kind of gonna be more woke, or what they, you know, quote unquote woke, and you know, start having more substance. I think more people are going to be like me. I think there's a lot more artists like me. I think there's a lot more fans that have like my same type of mind, waiting on more artists like me. So I think
Yeah,
that's where the wave is going. Yeah, for sure.
I got you. I got you. I like that. And what's your thoughts? And because we did touch mental health for a little bit, what's your thoughts on mental health for artists like right now?
I would say, man, artists go through a lot. Not just artists. I would call anybody an artist. You know, if you're a baseball player, you're an artist. You know, the art of baseball. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, the same thing. Poetry, the same thing. So, I'm sorry. Ask your question one more time. I lost you.
What's your thoughts on mental health for
Mental
artists?
health, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Mental health, yeah, yeah. Mental health, man, yeah. It's important. It's important. You go through a lot. Just the phases of wanting something so bad, you know, putting so much work in and not knowing if it's enough is it's stressing. It's stressful. It can put someone in depression as it is. You know what I'm saying? As it is. Um, yeah, I would just say, yeah, mental health is really important, especially now today in 2024. Mental
Yeah,
health is so important.
it is. It is. And what when you're not making music, what are you like some of your favorite things to do?
Man, I play 2K, man.
Hmm.
Y'all can get at me on 2K for real. Add me on Uno Quno, man. Add me at Uno Quno. On the best big on 2K, man. Shaquan James, Shaq mixed with LeBron James. I'm actually gonna start streaming on the game. I'm working on getting my equipment to start streaming the game
Yeah.
now and actually putting that out there. The Shaquan James phase, man. You guys got to see it. You guys want to get at me? 2K.
I see a lot of artists doing that. I think that's actually really important. It's just like like I was saying with the podcast, it shows the different side of that person. It shows like them in a way when they're having fun, when they joking, like
Right, right,
it's
right, right. Yeah, yeah. When I said I was chill earlier, I am not chill on 2K. I'm not chill. I'm a sore winner.
I got you. How do you unwind after like a busy day?
Smoke a blunt for sure. Unwind after a busy day, smoke a blunt for sure. Unwind after a busy day. I meditate. I make sure I start. I make sure I start every day with meditation. I try
Mm-hmm.
to. I try to. Yeah, I try. I get up. I meditate. Thank the universe. You know, I speak. I speak what is here for me into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, those are just I chill with my girlfriend. Yeah, those are things. My cat, talk to family. Yeah, those are just things that I do to
Wow.
shit get stressed.
Okay. What are some like your favorite movies, TV shows, like or books to read?
Man, favorite movies. I'm a Star Wars fan, no doubt, man.
Mm,
I mess with Star Wars, man. I ain't gonna lie, Star
I got you.
Wars. I like all them sci-fi. I like all the movies, but like when you see it, you go watch it the first time, it's gonna be a cold movie.
Mm,
It's gonna be a cold movie. You're gonna watch it, the action gonna be cold, but then you go watch it the second time, you gonna be like, hold on. Then you gonna watch it the third time, you be like, hold on, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I like those type of movies. The Matrix, Avatar,
mm.
of course, the Avengers.
You like sci-fi a lot.
Yeah, I like sci-fi. I kind of stay away from TV and things like that of those natures. But yeah, when I do watch movies, it's like yeah, it's probably dealing with sci-fi for sure.
Got you, got you. If you had one advice for any aspiring artist right now, what would that advice be?
Don't quit.
Hmm.
Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't get caught into the material. Um, yeah, don't get caught into the material. Just make love music for music, especially because, like I said, the wave is going. It's the mumble rap, all of that. No disrespect to anyone that makes those styles of music, but the waves they're coming to an end.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I say that truthfully. Those waves are coming to an end. We're looking for real talent. We're looking for the new Aretha Franklin, the new Luther. You know, we're looking for those people. So I would say that we're looking for the real Mike,
Hey,
the
I
new
agree with
Mike.
you,
You know,
and I think it's possible, especially with TikTok, social media, Instagram, all those
for
things.
sure.
Because if
Yeah,
you are showing your real talent on there, it's impossible for people not to tap in with what
it's
you have.
impossible.
Yeah,
They're gonna see you no matter what. Keep doing it. So yeah, that's my advice. Just keep doing it. Don't give up. If you don't learn to love yourself. That's what music teaches you. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love your creation. Never not like anything you created. Never not like anything you created. Love everything you created. It's what you created. You should love it.
right.
It's better to be constructive over destructive. So
Facts. Self love is important, man. It's I think uh, I probably that's why I think that rapping really does that teach that a lot because you talking about yourself a lot. But even
yeah,
to anybody in real life, self love is extremely important because it allows you to just be you and not just every moment. Because there's always somebody gonna be with somebody with better things than you. So if you don't have that self love to accept to be you, accept to love
yeah,
who you are, it's gonna
sure,
be difficult to just like be in a place where it's like, oh man, oh he got this, I want this too. Oh he got this, but I'm not like this. Like that's definitely true, man.
for sure, man. Yeah, self love is important, bro. Yeah, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself, especially doing this music. That's how you gonna find yourself quicker. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna find yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. Don't try to overflash your life. Talk about what you got on. Your story is good enough. That's what
Yeah.
I would tell any artist.
Okay. What's one piece of advice where somebody gave you that was the most influential to your music?
When I talk, people listen.
Mm.
A random person told me that. A drunk guy told me that. I think I was my friend was performing at we got a club in Chicago. It's actually in Harvey, Illinois. It's called Club O. Shout out Club O.
Okay.
And he had a performance, and one of his mans was drunk, and bro had told me that he be getting drunk and tweaking with people. You know what I'm saying?
I got
So,
you.
but when he talked to me though, I could tell like he caught himself. Like it's like he was finna tweak. He was finna trip, but he caught himself, and the words that came out of his mouth was, man, when you talk, people listen. And I just ran with that for forever. Since then, I just ran with that. When I talk, people listen.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that too, bro. You got the tone, and I think rapping itself, when a person is rapping using their voice all the time, so they
Yeah,
kind of master a little bit the way of communication. So it
For
kind of
sure, for sure,
they know how to accentuate certain things so to make it sound just like good in your ear
for
or to
sure,
make it make
for sure,
you listen, make you hear them. So
for sure.
I can definitely feel that vibe from you. You probably the type of guy like when I yo what you on the block you talking to somebody like yeah they just keep shaking their head because of just what you saying. I,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah, I can
Thank you.
tell.
I appreciate that.
No, definitely. I can tell you got that wise spirit, bro. Like it's there from the response you're giving. You can tell there's a lot of knowledge, like and you very like wise. You can tell
Appreciate that. Shout out Uno Quno. That's a wise man. Listen to him.
that. Yeah, for sure. I can see that. I can see
For
that.
sure.
How does your personal life affect your music?
My personal life affect my music for sure. Every day, my life is music. Like I said, I live music. My life is music. So my personal life is music. I talk about everything. I talk about anything I've been through. Sometimes it takes me a while to go through something. You know, I might need to take a break sometimes just to go through life. You know what I'm saying? Go live life. But when I live the life, yeah, music it speaks through all my songs. Like I said, if you wanna know how I'm feeling at any moment, go listen to a song. Go listen to Uno Quno. He's gonna tell you how he felt. I'm
I
gonna
got
speak
you.
my truth.
I got you. Um, can you tell me like an obstacle that you had in your music career and how did you overcome it?
Uh man, obstacles, man. I didn't have a ton of obstacles, man. You know, with music, it's a lot of people in the I guess you would call the industry, just in the music environment community. A lot of people sell dreams. You know what I'm saying? You see some people, you know, you just aren't on the same wave. You know, you deal with people not knowing this person at all and liking their song, and that's your best friend, and he not he won't even share, comment, like, subscribe, nothing. So you gotta, you know, I deal with those obstacles. Like I said, I push everything I go through. I push through it. So I just kind of, you know, I know the first people that's gonna not like you is the people that's close to you.
Yeah.
You know, them the first people that's not gonna support, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I love the process. Trust the process. Joel and did. I love the process.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, that's what the process is. Y'all gonna not see it then, you know, and then when I get there, y'all go see it. Y'all done been seeing it. It is what it is. I'm gonna love that too. I love the process.
Everybody gonna be like, yo, we seen it, bro. We believed in you,
Right,
bro.
right, 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 right. You know what I'm saying? Bringing up old memories that you don't even remember, you know? But that's just what it is, though. That's just what come with it.
All right, all right. And so, what's next for you, like in terms of like projects? And so, I know you did talk about the rich, too rich to show homage,
Rich enough to pay homage.
rich enough to pay homage. So, do you have any upcoming projects or like anything coming out soon?
Yeah, the homage tour is coming out soon. I actually have some visuals coming out real soon too. They're gonna be out real soon. Y'all go see that. Follow me on Instagram, Uno Quno, man. Subscribe to my page, Mudline Quno 4660. Bro. Yeah, you gonna see a lot. You gonna see a lot coming with me. Y'all not gonna stop seeing my face. Yeah, y'all might get sick of me. I hope y'all see me the same way bro see me, a wise man. I hope y'all see me humble. I hope y'all don't see the crazy side of me because, like I said, Uno do switch colors.
Uno Quno, that's true.
You
And
know,
that's
I
one thing
might
I was
be
about to say. I really like your name, bro, because it's very unique. And I think as an artist, you need a unique name because once people hear that name, it's kind of hard to forget Uno Quno. Like, you know what I mean?
for sure. You're never gonna forget Uno Quno, man. We out here for real. Ain't nobody forgetting Uno Quno. That's your wild card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
I got you. How do you want to be remembered as an artist?
Uh, I wanna be remembered the truth speaker, a leader. You know, I want to be remembered as a voice. You know what I'm saying? I want to be impactful. Uh, I believe in dying for a cause. I believe in all those things, like all those things, you know, morals, standards, you know, code, structure. I believe in that stuff. So I just want to be known for that. You know, a guy who stand on business, a guy who always, you know, a stand up guy, you know, righteous, always thorough. I don't want to be fake. I don't want nobody, you know, saying, no, you know, saying, oh no, he did this to me. I don't want no, it ain't no story out there now. It ain't gonna ever be no story, and that's how I want to be remembered.
My man. Hey, that's amazing, bro. I love those words. That goes back again to me saying how wise you was as a person, because those words are words of a wise man that can have a long career, because they're not doing people wrong along the way. They can have long-term
So,
relationships. They can have long-term partnership with people. So like that, I really enjoyed that, bro. And that was my question for today, bro. So, do you have anything any last words do you want to leave people with the podcast? You want people to remember from this podcast?
Uno Quno, man, y'all gonna be seeing me. That I don't really got too much to say. I ain't gonna say too much. Y'all gonna be seeing me. Just remember Uno Quno. You know what I'm saying? I got everything for you. I got something for the ladies. I got something for the shorties. I got something for the old shorties. You know what I'm saying? I got something for the thugs, the street niggas, the killers, the robbers. I got something for them too. You know, so just pay attention to me. I'm coming real soon. Rich enough to pay homage coming real soon. Mudline, bloodline, flatline. So
I'm,
for sure.
Hey, let's go.